Nithyanandam. Before we begin the Pada Puja today, we request all the Pada Puja participants and everybody else who is participating in this puja, physically here and online, to declare the following with integrity and authenticity. If you are agreed to this, please say yes loudly. I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and declare the truth that cosmic energy exists. Yes. I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and declare the truth that is Divine Holiness Swamiji, Nithyananda Paramashivam and Nithyananda Parashakti are the Chinmaya Vigrahas, embodiment and representation of that very cosmic energy. Yes. I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and declare the truth that whatever I offer during the Pada Puja to Swamiji and Paramashiva Puja to Nithyananda Paramashiva and Nithyananda Parashakti will reach the cosmic source of energy directly. Yes. I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and declare the truth of Soham Asmi, that even when I worship, I am Him. Yes. Let us now enter into the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, followed by the Paramashiva Puja. Now please be seated in a meditative space of gratitude and deep blissful awareness in your Ananda Gandha. Sadguru Vandanam. Now please take some flowers in your hands, close your eyes and offer the flowers at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet along with the mantra. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Ganasadrisham Tattvamasya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. The next is Guru Parampara Vandanam. Now please take some flowers in your hands and offer the flowers at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet at the end of the mantra. Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Samarambham Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. The next is Arunagiri Yogeshwara Vandanam. Now please take some flowers in your hands and close your eyes and offer the flowers at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet at the end of the mantra. Lalate Tripundri Nitilakta Kasturi Tilakaha Spuranmala Dhara Spurita Kaupina Vasanaha Dadhano Dustaram Shirasi Panirajam Jasikalam Pradipas Sarvesham Arunagiri Yogi Vijayate. The next is Tattvachavanam, the ritualistic cleansing of the mouth. Keeping your right hand in the form of Gokarna Mudra, pour an uddarani of water from the Panchapatram and drink the water while chanting the mantra. Om Atma Tattvam Shodayami Swada Om Vidya Tattvam Shodayami Swada Om Shiva Tattvam Shodayami Swada. Chanting the following mantra internally, wipe the upper and lower lip twice using the base of your right hand thumb, moving from right to left. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Wash your right hand with the water in the Panchapatram. With the tip of your right hand index, middle and ring fingers touch above the upper lips and below the lower lips. With the tip of your right hand index finger and thumb joined together, touch the right nostril, left nostril. With the tips of your right hand ring finger and thumb joined together, touch the right eye, right ear, left ear. Now wash your hands with the water in the Panchapatram. With the base of your right hand thumb and little finger, touch the navel, right chest, left chest. With your right hand fingertips together, touch the top of your head, right shoulder and left shoulder, and the heart center. Shuklam Bharadaram. Now please take some akshata in your hands, clench your fist, and then tap your sides of your forehead 5 times. Om Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadhanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantayet. Pranayama. Closing the right nostril, inhale slowly through the left nostril. Once you have inhaled fully, close both the nostrils and hold the breath inside as long as possible. Exhale through the right nostril alone very slowly. ओम ओम ईशानमूर्ताय नमो ओम तत्पुरुषोक्ताय नमो ओम गौरहृदयाय नमो ओम वामदेवोख्याय नमो ओम मृत्युजातमूर्तये नमः ओम हृदयाय नमो ओम शिरसे नमो ओम शिखाय नमो ओम कवचाय नमो ओम नेत्रेभ्यो नमो ओम अस्त्राय नमः ओम ओम ईशानमूर्ताय नमो ओम तत्पुरुषोक्ताय नमो ओम गौरहृदयाय नमो ओम वामदेवोख्याय नमो ओम सत्यजातमूर्तये नमः ओम हृदयाय नमो ओम शिरसे नमो ओम शिखाय नमो ओम कवचाय नमो ओम नेत्रेभ्यो नमो ओम अस्त्राय नमः ओम ओम ईशानमूर्ताय नमो ओम तत्पुरुषोक्ताय नमो ओम गौरहृदयाय नमो ओम वामदेवोख्याय नमो ओम सत्यजातमूर्तये नमः ओम हृदयाय नमो ओम शिरसे नमो ओम शिखाय नमो ओम कवचाय नमो ओम नेत्रेभ्यो नमो ओम अस्त्राय नमः संकल्प ओम ममोपात्त समस्त दुरित क्षय द्वारा भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम च शुभे शोभने मुहूर्ते आद्य ब्रह्मणः द्वितीय परार्धे श्री श्वेतवराह कल्पे वैवस्वत मन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमे नित्ययुगे प्रथमे पादे जम्बूद्वीपे भारतवर्षे भरतखण्डे मेरोः दक्षिणे पार्श्वे शकाब्दे अस्मिन् वर्तमाने व्यवहारिके प्रभवादीनां षष्ट्याः संवत्सराणां मध्ये विकारिनाम संवत्सरे उत्तरायणे श्रीलक्ष्मी वेंकटेश्वर ऋतौ मकरमासे शुक्लपक्षे एकादश्यां शुभतिथौ शुक्रवासरयुक्तायां शुभनक्षत्र शुभयोग शुभकरण एवं गुणविशेषण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभतिथौ श्री कैलासोन्नत द्वादशान्त श्यामलापीठारूढ श्री मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वरा भिन्न स्वरूप परशिवपुत्र रत्नकुमार उर्मन्यतुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती स्तन्यपान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवक्तृ श्रीमत् परमशिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान गीयमान छत्र चामर श्री चिन्हकाहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलंकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संग सत्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्यापवर्गवर्ष विश्रानजीमूत परमत कलभकेसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपन शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणानर्हार्ह ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद् वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्त्रे सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्यवाचक स्वामिना अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ ऋणवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदि अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ ध्यानपीठ मठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वत मनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणि महानिर्वाणि पीठस्य अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर अटल पीठस्य अष्टोत्तर सहस्रतम अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठस्य त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान श्रीमत् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य निज नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ गत्रे श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य जगद्गुरु शील श्री भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिनां प्रीत्यर्थम तेषां पादारविन्दयोः भक्ति सिद्ध्यर्थम गुरुकृपा कटाक्ष सिद्ध्यर्थम क्षेम स्थैर्य वीर्य विजय आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्याणाम् अभिवृद्ध्यर्थम धर्मार्थकाममोक्ष चतुर्विध फल पुरुषार्थ सिद्ध्यर्थम मम समस्त दुरितोपशान्त्यर्थम समस्त मंगलावाप्यर्थम भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रसादेन सकुटुम्बस्य ज्ञान वैराग्य जीवन मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव अवतार भूत श्री सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूप भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रत्यक्ष पाद पूजां करिष्ये श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव पूजां च करिष्ये ओम अपौपस्पृश्य. Now wash your hands with the water in the panchapatram. The next is Gantanada. Now please take the bell in your hands and ring it as loudly as you can above the heart center. आगमार्तन्तु देवानां गमनार्तन्तु राक्षसां घण्टानादं करोम्यादौ देवताह्वानलाञ्छनं घण्टादेवताभ्यो नमः. The next is Manasa Puja, the internal worship. Now please take some flowers in your hands and place your hands in the Kurma Mudra and offer the flowers at Swamiji's Paduka at the end of the mantra. Om Hritpadmasanam Dadyat Sahasrarachyutamrutaihi Padyam Charanayor Dadyat Manastu Aryam Nivedayet Tena Amritena Achamaniyam Snaniyam Tena Susmitam Akashaduttam Vastram Syat Gandasyat Gandadatvakam Chittam Prakalpayet Pushpam Dhupam Pranan Prakalpayet तेजस्तत्वं च दीपार्थं नैवेद्यं स्यात् सुधाम्बुधिः अनाहतध्वनिर्घण्टा वायुतत्वं च चामरं सहस्रारं भवेत् छत्रं शब्दतत्वं च गीतकं नित्यमिन्द्रियकर्माणि चाञ्चल्यं मनसस्तथा सुमेकलां पद्ममालां पुष्पं नानाविधं तथा अमायाद्यैर्भावपुष्पैः अर्चयेद्भावगोचरम् अमायम् अनहङ्कारम् अरागम् अमदम् तथा अमोहकम् मदम् पञ्च अद्वेषाक्षोभकौ तथा अमात्सर्यम् अलोपम् च दशपुष्पम् विदुर्बुधा अहिंसा परमम् पुष्पम् पुष्पमिन्द्रियनिग्रहः दया पुष्पम् क्षमा पुष्पम् ज्ञानपुष्पम् च पञ्चमम् इति पञ्चदशैर्भावपुष्पैः सम्पूजयेत् भगवन्तम् श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवम्. We will now enter into the Upachara Puja. The first offering is Asanam. Now please take some flowers and akshata in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet along with the mantra. Asanam Om Sarvabhutantarasthaya Sarvabhutantaratmane Kalpayam Yupaveshartam Asanam Te Namo Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Suvarnasanam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. The next offering is Swagatam. Now please take some flowers in your hands and offer the flowers at His Divine Holiness at Swamiji's feet along with the mantra. Swagatam Om Shantatvat Sarvakatritvat Bhavot Paradikaranat Shiva Ukto Mahatantra Mantra Vidbis Sada Shivaha Tasmai Shivaya Gurave Vitaraga Kalaya Vai Ameyatva Kanantoyam Ajatva Cha Prakirtitaha Yasya Darshanamichanti Deva Swabhishta Siddhaye Tasmai Te Parameshana Swagatam Swagatam Prabho Adya Me Sapalam Janma Jivanam Savala Kriyaha Swagatam Yatvaya Tanme Tapasam Palamagatam. Om Hrim Sarvadeva Devi Swarupa Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashiva Swagatam Suswagatam Te. The next offering is Padyam. Now please take the udharni of water in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet along with the mantra. Padyam Om Yadbhaktilesha Samparkat Paramananda Samplavaha Tasmai Te Parameshana Padyam Shuddhaya Kalpaye. ॐ ह्रीं एतत्पाद्यं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः. The next offering is Arghya. Now please take the conch in your hands and offer the Arghya at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet along with the mantra. Arghyaha Om Dhurvakshatasamaayuktam Bilvapatram Tataparam Shobhanam Shankapatrastam Grahanarghyam Maheshwara. Om Hrim Esha Arghyaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Swaha. Achamaniyam Om Mandakinyastu Yadvari Sarva Papaharam Shubham Grihanachamaniyam Tum Maya Bhaktya Niveditam. Om Hrim Idam Achamaniyodakam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Swadha. The next offering is Madhuparka. Now please take the Madhuparka in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's Paduka along with the mantra. Madhuparka Om Sarva Kalmashanashaya Paripurna Shudhatmakam Markamimam Deva Kalpayami Prasidame. Om Hrim Esha Madhuparkaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nityananda Paramashivaya Swadha. The next offering is Gandhatailam. Now please take the Gandhatailam, the scented oil in your hands, and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet along with the mantra. Gandhatailam Om Sneham Grahana Snehena Lokanam Hitakaraka Sarvalokeshu Shuddhastvam Dadami Snehamuttamam. Om Hrim Idam Gandhatailam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Nivedayami. The next offering is Snaniyam. Now please take an udharni of water in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet along with the mantra. And please ring the bell as you do so. Snaniyam Om Idam Shushitalam Vari Swacham Shuddham Manoharam Snanatam Te Maya Bhaktya Kalpitam Pradigrihyataam. Om Hrim Idam Snaniyodakam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Nivedayami. The next offering is Vastram. Now please take the offering of clothes in your hands and offer it to His Divine Holiness Swamiji's Paduka along with the mantra. Vastram Om Maya Chitrapatat Channa Nijaguhyoru Tejase Niravarana Vijnaya Vasaste Kalpayamyaham. Om Hrim Idam Vastotariyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Nivedayami. The next offering is Abharanam. Now please take the jewelry in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet along with the mantra. Abharanam Om Swabhava Sundarangaya Nana Shakyashrayayate Suvarnam Bhushanam Tubhyam Kalpayami Prasidame. Om Hrim Idam Suvarnabharanam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Nivedayami. The next offering is Gandha. Now please take the sandalwood paste in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's Paduka along with the mantra. Gandha Om Shariram Tena Janami Cheshtam Naiva Cha Maya Niveditan Gandhan Pradigrihya Vilipyatam. Om Hrim Esha Gandha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha. The next offering is Pushpam. Now please take some flowers smeared with sandalwood paste in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet along with the mantra. Pushpam Om Turiyavana Sampannam Nana Gunamanoharam Ananda Saurabham Pushpam Grishyatamidamutamam. Om Hrim Etani Sajandana Pushpani Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Vaushate. The next offering is Bilva Patram. Now please take the Bilva leaf smeared with sandalwood paste in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's Paduka along with the mantra. Bilva Patram Om Amrutodbhavam Shri Viksham Shankarasya Sada Priyam Bilva Patram Prayachami Pavitram Te Sureshwara. Om Hrim Etani Sachandana Bilva Patrani Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Vaushate. The next offering is Tulasi Patram. Now please take the Tulasi leaves smeared with sandalwood paste in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's Paduka along with the mantra. Bil Tulasi Patram Om Namaste Bahurupaya Vardamurtaye Paramatmane Swaha. Om Hrim Idam Sachandana Tulasi Patram Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha. The next offering is Dhupa. Now please take the lit incense sticks in your hand and slowly wave towards His Divine Holiness Swamiji's Paduka along with the mantra. And please ring the bell as you do so. Dhupaha Om Vanaspati Raso Divyo Gandhagyasu Manoharaha Agreya Sarva Devanam Dhupoyam Pradigrishyadam. Om Hrim Esha Dhupaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha. The next offering is Deepa. Now please take the lit lamp in your hands and slowly wave towards His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet along with the mantra. And please ring the bell as you do so. Deepaha Om Suprakasho Mahadeepaha Sarvatastimiراpaha Sabhahyabhyantara Jyotirdeepoyam Pradigrishyataam. Om Hrim Esha Deepaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha. The next offering is Naivedyam. Now please take an Uddharani of water and hover it clockwise over the Naivedyam and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's Paduka at the end of the mantra. And please ring the bell as you do so. Naivedyam Om Naivedyam Vibidham Deva Sharkaradhivinirmitam Maya Niveditam Bhaktya Grahana Parameshwara. Om Hrim Idam Sopakarna Naivedyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Nivedayami. The next offering is Paniyam. Now please take a Udharani of water in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's Paduka along with the mantra. Paniyam Om Samasta Deva Devesha Sarvatriptikaram Param Akandananda Sampurnam Grahana Jalamuttamam. Om Hrim Idam Panartodakam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha. The next offering is Punarajamaniyam. Now please take an Udharani of water in your hands and offer it at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's feet at the end of the mantra. Punarajamaniyam Om उच्छिष्टमप्यशुचिर्वा यस्य स्मरणमात्रतः शुद्धिमाप्नोति तस्मै ते पुनराचमनीयकम् ॐ ह्रीं इदं पुनराचमनीयोदकम् सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवाय स्वाहा. The next offering is Aratrikam. Now please take the lit Arati in your hands and slowly wave towards His Divine Holiness Swamiji along with the mantra. Aratrikam Om Hrim Esha Deepamala Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Rajadirajaya Prasakya Sahine Namo Vayam Vai Savanaya Gurmahe Same Kaman Kama Kamaya Mahyam Kameshwaro Vai Savano Dadatu Kuberaya Vai Savanaya Maharajaya Namaha. Karpura Ghauram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Sunayendraharam Sada Vasandam Jayaravinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Aratrikam Samarpayami Bhagavat Sri Nityananda Paramashiva Charana Kamalebhyo Namaha. The next offering is Pushpanjali. Now please take a few flowers in your hand, close your eyes and offer the flowers at His Divine Holiness Swamiji's Paduka at the end of the mantra. Pushpanjali Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Akanda Mandala Karam Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjalasalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Aneka Janma Samprapta Karma Bandha Vidayine Atma Jnana Pradhanena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Vannata Shri Jaghannato Madguru Shri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarvabhutatma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavadvyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Jaganasadrisham Tattvamasya Laksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Vigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Pushpanjalim Samarpayami Bhagavat Sri Nityananda Paramashiva Charana Kamalebhyo Namaha. Om Nityanandam
Swami Om Jai Nithyananda. Shadanga yogo nayata susadhyo sulabho nayasmat jnana sulabho nayasmat gariyasi dhyanarata kalau syat gariyasi dhyanarata kalau syat tatyavakastvam nitya. Swami Om Jai Nithyananda. Om Jai Nithyananda. Swami Jai Jai Nithyananda. Lokanath Sthidakasho Bhagavan Kalikalmashamagnaanam Nitya Uttarana Chikeshaya. Swami Om Jai Nithyananda. ध्यायन्ति गायन्ति नमन्ति नित्यं ब्रह्म विष्णु शिवदेवा. नित्य ब्रह्म विष्णु शिवदेवा. तै प्रार्थितस्तस्य परावतारो तै प्रार्थितस्तस्य परावतारो विभागुधारी नित्या. स्वामी Om Jai Nithyananda. Om Jai Nithyananda. Swami Jai Jai Nithyananda. Lokanath Sthidakasho Bhagavan Kalikalmashamagnaanam Nitya Uttarana Chikeshaya. Swami Om Jai
Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda.
सुंदर सुंदर नाचे सुंदर नित्यानंद श्याम.
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 नाचे रे नित्या सुंदर 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 श्याम.
सुंदर सुंदर नाचे सुंदर नित्यानंद श्याम.
सुंदर सुंदर नाचे सुंदर नित्यानंद श्याम.
नाचे रे नित्या सुंदर 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 श्याम.
झुमक 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 घुंघरू बाजे नाचे घनश्याम.
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 नाचे नटवर नित्य सुंदर मेरे नित्य श्याम.
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 नाचे नाचे मन मंदिर में 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 मेरे नित्य श्याम.
नाचे रे नित्या सुंदर 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 श्याम.
सुंदर सुंदर नाचे सुंदर नित्यानंद 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 श्याम.
नाचे रे नित्या सुंदर श्याम.
नाचे रे नित्या सुंदर श्याम.
नाचे
घनश्याम
झुमक 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 घुंघरू बाजे नाचे घनश्याम
झुमक 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 घुंघरू बाजे नाचे घनश्याम
नाचे नटवर नित्य सुंदर मेरे नित्य श्याम
नाचे नटवर नित्य सुंदर मेरे नित्य श्याम
नाचे नटवर नित्य सुंदर मेरे नित्य श्याम
नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् नित्या
மாசற்ற சோதி மலர்ந்த மலர்ச்சுடரே மாசற்ற சோதி மலர்ந்த மலர்ச்சுடரே தேசனே தேனார் அமுதே சிவபுரனே மாசற்ற சோதி மலர்ந்த மலர்ச்சுடரே தேசனே தேனார் அமுதே சிவபுரனே பாசமாம் பற்றறுத்து பாரிக்கும் மாரியனே பாசமாம் பற்றறுத்து பாரிக்கும் மாரியனே நேச அருள் புரிந்து நெஞ்சில் வஞ்சம் கெட பேராது நின்ற பெருங்கருணை பேராரே ஆறாமுதே அளவிலா பெம்மானே ஓராதார் உள்ளத்து ஒளிக்கும் ஒளியானே ஓராதார் உள்ளத்து ஒளிக்கும் ஒளியானே நீராயுருக்கியன் ஆருயிராய் நின்றானே இன்பமும் துன்பமும் இல்லானே உள்ளானே இன்பமும் துன்பமும் இல்லானே உள்ளானே அன்பருக்கு அன்பனே யாவையுமாய் அல்லையுமாம் இன்பமும் துன்பமும் இல்லானே உள்ளானே அன்பருக்கு அன்பனே யாவையுமாய் அல்லையுமாம் சோதியனே துன்னிருளே தோன்றா பெருமையனே சோதியனே துன்னிருளே தோன்றா பெருமையனே ஆதியனே அந்தம் நடுவாகி அல்லானே இக்கு என்னை ஆட்கொண்ட மாசற்ற சோதி மலர்ந்த மலர்ச்சுடரே, மாசற்ற சோதி மலர்ந்த மலர்ச்சுடரே, தேசனே தேனார் அமுதே சிவபுரனே, மாசற்ற சோதி மலர்ந்த மலர்ச்சுடரே, தேசனே தேனார் அமுதே சிவபுரனே, பாசமாம் பற்றறுத்து பாரிக்கும் மாரியனே, பாசமாம் பற்றறுத்து பாரிக்கும் மாரியனே, நேச அருள் புரிந்து நெஞ்சில் வஞ்சம் கெட பேராது நின்ற பெருங்கருணை பேராரே, ஆறாமுதே அளவிலா பெம்மானே, ஓராதார் உள்ளத்து ஒளிக்கும் ஒளியானே, ஓராதார் உள்ளத்து ஒளிக்கும் ஒளியானே, நீராயுருக்கியன் ஆருயிராய் நின்றானே, இன்பமும் துன்பமும் இல்லானே உள்ளானே, இன்பமும் துன்பமும் இல்லானே உள்ளானே, அன்பருக்கு அன்பனே யாவையுமாய் அல்லையுமாம், இன்பமும் துன்பமும் இல்லானே உள்ளானே, அன்பருக்கு அன்பனே யாவையுமாய் அல்லையுமாம், சோதியனே துன்னிருளே தோன்றா பெருமையனே, சோதியனே துன்னிருளே தோன்றா பெருமையனே, ஆதியனே அந்தம் நடுவாகி அல்லானே, இக்கு என்னை ஆட்கொண்ட எந்தை பெருமானே, இத்து என்னை ஆட்கொண்ட எந்தை பெருமானே, கூர்த்தமை ஞானத்தால் கொண்டுணர்வார் தம் கருத்தின் நோக்கரிய நோக்கே நுணுக்கரிய நுண்ணுணர்வே, போக்கும் வரவும் புணர்வுமிலா புண்ணியனே, போக்கும் வரவும் புணர்வுமிலா புண்ணியனே, காக்கும் எம் காவலனே காண்பரிய பேரொளியே, காக்கும் எம் காவலனே காண்பரிய பேரொளியே.
परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्या
नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Nithyanandam. Welcoming all the viewers, those who are watching us live through Nithyananda TV, Kailasa TV, Hinduism Now TV, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, YouTube Live, and through Enlighten app. Welcoming all of you for this segment of Morning Satsang. As every single day we are getting empowered by Swamiji's powerful cognitions and various techniques, various spiritual practices, and the way Swamiji is making us manifest our reality. It's going as an amazing journey. with Swamiji himself. So today I would like to introduce all the panelists for Nithyananda TV today. Today we are having Ma Gyanatma Swami as panelist, Nithyananda Ma, and Ma Nithyanandita and Ma Tattva Priya. Welcoming all the panelists on Nithyananda TV. One more thing which, before we start, I would like to remind all the viewers. As we all know, the ongoing persecution which is happening. And there are tons and tons of doubts which everybody is having, be it its devotees, disciples, or the viewers. We have opened an opportunity for all of you, a live platform. Through this live stream, you can post your questions which you are having in mind, that why things are not happening this way, why, whatever whys you have regarding this persecution. You can type those questions under the live stream, Facebook or Twitter, and you can write with a hashtag. Make sure you are writing a hashtag Justice for Nithyananda so that we will know the question is related to this persecution and you wanted us to address that question on this live stream. So hereafter, we will be taking all your live questions regarding the persecution. So just a reminder for all of you. Let us start with one of the greatest contribution to the humanity which Swamiji has done and continuing. In previous segments, we saw how Swamiji is making sure that nobody is hungry by providing food, pure sattvic food, organic. But one of the greatest signs which Swamiji has revealed and made that as our lifestyle is going beyond food. This was something which we never heard, but yesterday we saw how Swamiji got this as initiation in his childhood, and in 2012, years ago, Swamiji introduced this science to the world, which was something which was unexpected, that how a person can live without food. But today we are having Nithyananda yogis, those who are Niraharis. When Swamiji introduced Nirahara Samyama. Now it's a lifestyle where people are actually living without food, and it's been years. Usually, you cannot even live for 2-3 days. You'll feel like, oh God, I'm going to die. But it's a 21 days program. I can say it's a program because Swamiji is designed for 21 days, but of course, you can live for lifetime without food. But 21 days, such a special initiation process where Swamiji initiates all of us into Nirahara Samyama. You can go beyond food. But going beyond food, what exactly it does to you? It's not simply you're just not having meals, but what exactly happens to your body, to your mind, to your consciousness? That's something which we need to understand. And before we start, before I explain all this, let us directly hear from Swamiji what exactly means to go beyond food. Let us hear from Swamiji.
only awakening of biomemory. When your biomemory is awakened, you don't need a will. You will just like that feel highly energetic, highly feeling excited. That is the main thing. Mainly you will be getting liberated from many patterns you created with food. Please understand. Every human being associates his fear, his greed, his attention need, his idea of love with food. Food is directly associated with the love, and same way all the patterns related to love, attention need is connected with food. Food is very emotional zone. Now, when I am trying to liberate you from this food and patterns created by food, first thing will happen to you is those unnecessary sentiments and emotions associated with food will break. So the reasonless excitement, kind of a subtle joy, will be constantly happening in your system. The purpose of the Samyama is to awaken your own natural intelligence of making food out of natural resources like sun rays, air, and the prana which is directly available to you from the space. Please understand. If fish can swim, you can swim. If bird can fly, you can fly. If plants can make food directly from the air and sun rays, your body can do that. Every extraordinary capability is inside your biomemory. Every extraordinary possibility is inside your biomemory. Master is the great invitation for you to explore and discover all the extraordinary possibilities inside you. I am the greatest invitation.
So as we heard from Swamiji, going beyond food, it's actually your extraordinary possibilities are getting awakened. And all of us who have received this as a Diksha from Swamiji, coming out of hunger and opening all the possibilities, extraordinary possibilities which is there in this human body, has made life so amazing and miraculous. Actually, we have few sharings of the people, those who have done Nirahara Samyama, and the way their life has transformed. That was actually something which is amazing for them, because that was the first time they were able to see, oh God, we can also go beyond food. And a lot of completion happened, lot of possibilities got opened. So let us see the dear devotees who have shared their experiences.
Nithyananda, this is Ananda Subramanya reporting for Nithyananda Vedic Temple, San Jose, Madurai. I'd like to welcome you to this week's new segment where we'll be showcasing the shared experiences from various devotees who've completed Nirahara Samyama. Nirahara Samyama is a powerful process, an initiation given by Paramahamsa Nithyananda to awaken the individual's biomemory, to go beyond the food and the thirst water and to live a healthy, blissful life directly on prana. Now let's take a look at the clips.
One of the things I realized during this Nirahara Samyama process is the process itself is not only physiological but also psychological, meaning that it brings out a lot of hidden patterns in you.
I realized that I have dropped lots and lots of patterns.
Very strong was the pattern of how I used to be snacking in the middle of the night, and even though I was not hungry, I was able to catch that and be able to break out of that pattern. So I think that's one of the key things that happened.
I was not waiting for, I need to eat my lunch now, I need to eat my dinner now. I was just having some, juice, whenever I feel like, but it wasn't a routine. So the routine has gone away, and also the cravings for food at the routine time has gone away. Just in the 7 days, right?
So I started doing Samyama a week back. And it was a wonderful experience because I never missed any meal in my life so far.
So some of the days I was feeling really serene, and there were other days I was very irritated for no reason. So everything that was hidden inside, that was coming out.
And I used to suffer from sweats and stuff when I wouldn't eat. And that was another pattern that had simply dropped again the moment I sat in front of Swamiji.
So there are these things about food that you don't understand when you haven't done something like Nirahara Samyama.
Yes, there was some struggle, initial struggle. Stomach was growling and mind was resisting. Like, why all this experimentation and all that? Then I decided, no, I have to go for this. And the beauty is that every day in the 7-day Samyama was getting better and better for me.
The meditation is what impressed me so much. So we come here and we do that meditation for 25 minutes and we feel full, and the rest of the day is awesome.
The energy levels didn't seem to go down.
Because my face or my body or nothing showed any sign of hunger or tiredness.
And I feel so energetic, so positive.
And so people started to ask me the questions when I mentioned about this, they were stunned, because they never noticed anything low energy from me.
And other thing is, my colleagues were amazed at me seeing, even though I did not take food, they couldn't see any difference in me that I had not taken food.
At my work, my productivity has increased tremendously. So my manager comes with a problem, I'm able to solve it.
Even after the Samyama ended, that pattern or that sensation of high energy continued
What
on.
I feel is Nirahara Samyama has helped me to be more energetic. My body became so light, and I felt more active than usual.
I think overall effect on health is wonderful because for myself all the excess fat was removed from my system, and not just excess fat. I think whatever stuff had been lining up in the intestines were all gotten rid of.
Nirahara Samyama helped me to lose my weight as well as gain a lot of energy because it flushed out a lot of the toxic substances in my body.
I felt that my body weight began to reduce and I had a lot more energy throughout the entire day.
Because my face or my body or nothing showed any sign of hunger or tiredness. Thank you.
I feel great and good about whatever happening around and whatever is happening inside of me. Thank you so much.
And I highly recommend that you do it too.
But I definitely recommend doing the Samyama because it helps keep your energy level up.
And thanks to Swami Nithyananda for introducing me to this process, and to all my Sangha people in San Jose for inspiring me to get inside. I think this is the best gift I have gotten from the whole Sangha so far. Thank you, Nithyananda.
And finally I realized that hunger itself is a pattern, and I'm working towards being the Nirahari for lifetime. Thank you, Swami.
Hope you enjoyed this week's segment from Nithyananda Vedic Temple, San Jose, Madurai. If you'd like to know more about all the wonderful happenings and events and the buzzing activities at our temple, please visit our temple website, www.vedictemplebayarea.org, and please visit our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Nithyananda San Jose. Until next time, Nithyananda.
So that was from San Jose devotees who had wonderful experiences after doing Nirahara Samyama. We have a lot. I mean, if you just go to our website, which is Be Food Free, you can actually register for this great technique which Swamiji has given, going beyond food. You can visit our website, which is befoodfree.org, and you can sign up for Nirahara Samyama. You can hear more and more such experiences of people where they have gone out of the diseases, where they have realized that food itself is a pattern. Eating is also a pattern, which is not required for the body. You can actually go beyond food. You can actually live beyond food. When we see the contribution of Swamiji, it's so much that we can actually go 24/7 live, and we can showcase more and more and more. This time is actually so less. But in spite of all this, if we see what is happening in today's world, today, what exactly is going on? Swamijis keep on contributing. And there is anti-Hindus. Their one and only agenda is only to stop such great humanitarian services which Swamiji is doing. Again and again, attacking and trying to stop the work which Swamiji has been doing. To establish Sri Kailasa around the world, to establish enlightened ecosystem in 24/7 from years. But anti-Hindus are trying their best to stop the mission. One such live example which we are seeing in front of us, which is happening from past 2-3 months. And we all must have questions. We all must have doubts that why such things are happening. Who is behind all this? What exactly internally, from what are the actions are being taken? And why Janardhan Sharma says that his 2 daughters are kidnapped. There are tons and tons of questions which all are running in your head. You yourself don't know what is the answer. We always being transparent, and that is why the 2 daughters of Janardhan Sharma every day comes here, because this is the platform which is wise, where their voices are heard. And they have been telling they have been clarifying every single thing which Janardhan says with all the evidences. But even then, if you have something back in your mind which you are not able to understand, we have opened this platform completely. Through all these social media platforms, you can send your questions, all the devotees, all the viewers. Even if you feel that there is something which you are not able to answer to your friends or to your Sangha or to the community, you can ask that question. So you can ask a question, tweet your question, write the hashtag which is Justice for Nithyananda. Make sure you're writing this hashtag so that we can pick up live that question and answer immediately. We already have received many questions and would like to start answering those questions. And to start with, I would like to call Ma Yanatma Swami and Ma Nithyananda and Ma Tattva Priya also.
Nithyanandam.
Thank you. And Nithyanandam, dear viewers, today we are extremely excited to come and share and answer the questions of our viewers. We have received many questions already, as Mahanitya Bhakti Priyananda shared. So we'll be starting with directly answering the live questions. So if you're watching us, please tweet the questions with the hashtag Justice for Nithyananda, and we will be taking live questions as we are answering the questions that we have received already. So the first question that we have received is from Ma Chaya Bharadwaj. She is asking, why is this being manifested? As we manifest all that happen in our lives, why is this being manifested by Swamiji? Even Sadashiva or every avatar is manifesting these kinds of persecution in different forms. Rama's exile, Lord Krishna's assassination attempts, etc.
Why is that?
Actually, I have a beautiful answer for this. Like, it's a click for me. So I feel like everyone will be able to resonate with this. Because when I joined Adinam also, by then already there were so many persecutions about Gurukul and about Swamiji that had been happening. So I wanted to share like what really clicked with me. If you all look back, every avatar, every incarnation, they go through this. Be it how Rama killed Ravana or how Krishna killed Kamsa, every avatar goes through this. And if you see, actually it's very easy for an avatar. For Krishna, he did not incarnate, he did not come down, he did not go through so much of torture, he did not tell Kamsa that he's going to be born, and Devaki did not go to the prison, nothing. It is just one simple thing. Krishna would have just told the chakra, commanded for the chakra to go and just remove Kamsa's head. The Chakrayuda would have done it in a split of a second and come back. Same with Ravana. He did not be separated from Sita. He did not have to suffer. For him, it is just one command, and all of 10 heads of Ravana will just be chopped. But why do they incarnate, and why does that process happen? Because as gods were there, it's so easy for them to do it. But it is their extreme compassion. They come down. They live the life that we live. They live as humans. Because we may say, oh, if they do anything, just imagine if Paramashivam is just sitting in Kailasa and he says, oh, you're all also me. We all say, you are God, you're telling. Have you one day come and lived our problem? Then you will know. They come down. They live as humans, just the way we are. They go through the basic struggles, and still they overcome all of that. They uphold the dharma, and they show the example for the entire humanity of how we can live. Same way, Swamiji, just the person who can give lives to millions, doesn't he know how to take one person's life away so that all these struggle doesn't happen? No, but Swamiji is a true example of the compassion of avatars, the epitome of compassion, because he's putting up with all the persecution that is happening. Still, he has not given up to what his commitment for humanity is. And that is what I think we need to learn from this.
Absolutely, Mother. Sir, he's a living testimony as in human body, how you can overcome with all the things, like what we see as our impossibility. Swamiji is showing us by possibility. He's making it possible. For him, it's nothing. But it is our human possibility. Yes, ma'am.
One thing I wanted to share is, I have been an Adinavasi since 2009. So when the whole, persecution broke out in 2010, I was in the Adinam on the 2nd of March and after that. And when Swamiji was illegally imprisoned, I got an opportunity to go meet Swamiji in the prison while he was illegally imprisoned. And I was there on the day when Swamiji came back, from the illegal imprisonment of 53 days. And all the harassment, persecution, assassination attempts, character assassination, murder attempts, I've been in the organization with Swamiji, been seeing all of this. And one thing that is just undisturbed, unperturbed during the whole thing is Swamiji's bliss. His space, his inner space. Never. He was illegally arrested for the second time in 2012 with a battalion of 600 policemen. And amidst all of this, never once have I ever heard, just once from Swamiji, like, why is this happening to me? Like that, why me? Or why is this happening in spite of me contributing so much to humanity? Benefiting millions, benefiting from my life. Like, why is this? Never. That is a living testimony for each and every one of us. He is living. Whatever Swamiji is teaching, it is actually more than his teaching. Just seeing him just go through the persecution and still every single minute radiating that state and space of Paramashiva. Really rooted, all of us, all of his sannyasis, all the Adinavasis, the Gurukul Balasans, we know What Swamiji is talking, he is living it. But for the the anti-Hindu elements, of course, they have to face the destruction for whatever they are doing. That is their karma that they will face. That is up to Kalabhairava and them. But what we have learned from Swamiji's teachings, how he is living amidst all of this, and nothing has disturbed the state and space, is a living testimony for each and every disciple. Because we go through our own, things that sometimes happen the way we want, sometimes many times don't happen, sometimes we don't know how to fix things. Amidst all of this, Swamiji's life is a testimony for each and every one of us to see and learn that amidst all this persecution, in spite of his contribution, in spite of he has nothing to achieve in this world, why does he have to go through this persecution? And going through this persecution, taking care of thousands of full-time volunteers, Adinavasis, and spiritually supporting millions around the world, still taking all the arrow on himself, just standing, just because of his pure compassion. So his life amidst this persecution is a living testimony. If this has not happened, we could have just dismissed his life saying, Swamiji, you don't have any problems. We have problems, and like that, we could have easily, and we will, a human mind will dismiss somebody saying, Swamiji, you don't have any problems, you are Paramashivam, only we are having problems.
Sorry, Magyanatha, to disturb Ma. We have one more devotee who has asked question, which is Kate Hills. She's asking that, what's the basics of this drama? I honestly haven't been paying attention, but I'd like to explain to the people who are questioning the truth to Sangha. So those who are questioning Sangha, and she wanted them to tell the truth. So
I thought I just can give an essence to the whole thing that happened. And even so, this will even help. And thank you so much, Ma, for bringing up this question, because this will even help many of the new viewers to understand what is this whole thing going on. Because right now, media has just confused the entire thing in such a way that people don't understand head or tail on what is happening. So I just want to tell in series of what happened. So it was in the year 2013 that we, as a family of 6 people, came and joined the Adinam. And following which, after we joining Adinam, Janardhan, who is our father, he was having a serious heart issue where 3rd surgery was performed and Swamiji saved his life. And after that, around the year 2016, that's after 3 years after we joining the Nithyananda Gurukul, and Janardhan and our mother Bhuvaneshwari, both of them came and settled in the Adinam. So all 6 of us were living in the ashram, and everything was offered completely free. We didn't pay a penny to Swamiji. So completely we were taken care. We were living like a family with Swamiji. So the whole time till almost 2019, October of 2019, everything seemed to be going well. All of a sudden in the month 2019, I actually, before that itself, I started finding some suspicious activity happening in the accounts of which Janardhan was handling. So I started looking into the accounts, and that's when I found out about 100 lakhs financial embezzlement. And I was really shocked to find out the details. I worked on it for almost a month, and I checked how matching everything and got enough evidences. And I called him and I asked him, how are you doing all of these things? And his immediate response was really shocking us, and it didn't even match what question I asked. I asked him, why are you doing such financial embezzlement? And his response was, let's leave the Adinam. This time, let's leave the Adinam. And that's where we started, I started arguing with him, and I told, no way, I cannot come, and how come you are suddenly turning the whole thing like this? I asked you a question, you answer for that question. And while this conversation was going on, it was only between me and him, and I hadn't shared it with others. And I think about a few days later, on November 1st, along with a huge battalion of people, some rowdies, media, and about 15 to 20 policemen, all of them raided the campus of Yogini Sarvanyapitam, which was in Gujarat. And at that time, I was not in Gujarat. Till date, I had never been to Gujarat. So I got a call from her telling that police have raided the campus. And when I went on a video call and asked how come such a raid is happening, and they were asking her to immediately come to the police station. And I contacted the police and asked the police about how come he's coming at night, that to an all-women campus and demanding like this. Even as per law, a person, that to she being a major, she can give her statement by being in the campus. There is no necessity for her to go to the police station. And when I asked him, first show me the complaint letter, who complained, why are you here? They did not have a complaint letter. So I was totally shocked because it's illegal to come and raid like that without even a complaint letter. Then this whole thing, the whole issue started being blown up by the media, and all sorts of things started. And Janardhan started going to every media channel in India and started giving statements in a very vulgar way, started abusing Swamiji, and they started creating all fake rumors about Swamiji. And he also blackmailed us, telling we have to file a false rape charge on Swamiji, which we told we cannot do such thing. And Janardhan started really harassing us through calls, by threatening messages, etc. So immediately I already had told her to leave India. I had already left India because I was on a world tour, and she also left India. We both left the Adinam also, and we started living separately. And from then on, we have been anything the court asks. So habeas corpus was filed on us, telling that we both are missing, while we are continuously present every day. Literally, we come on Nithyananda TV, both morning 7 a.m. and evening 7 p.m. We come and we talk live. Apart from that, we were also continuously available on all our social media platforms, continuously giving our affidavits, everything to the police, and abided by everything that the court had told us to our best possible. So when we did all these things, till now we have been doing what they did, even though we clearly told that we are doing all, we want to live only in the Adinam and we do not want to go back to Janardhan, they put a false kidnap case and arrested 2 innocent Hindu sannyasis. Till date, 2 female sannyasis are in jail. We have not gotten justice. They're continuously telling more and more charge sheet is filed on them, and media goes on and on talking the same tale that Janardhan is carrying. And even though the whole news is on us telling that we are missing, how many ever times we are trying our best to tell that this is our decision, we are majors. Legally, we have decided to live on our own. We do not want to go back to Janardhan because we are afraid of him. Because he gave death threats, he threatened us to be put in mental asylum, etc. Despite of all these things, we never got a justice. We are still struggling for getting justice. And as things are going on like this, there are many other things created, like people here. Janardhan sent many people and various different forces to attack us, and we have been literally struggling for our life. Literally, only we both, just that one day Swamiji had blessed in the satsang telling Kalavera's protection will be there with us. Just with that one cognition, we are continuously holding on to it and living. And
Nityananda and Tattvapriyama, we have one more question which viewer is asking. So this is Priyanka. She's asking how much of the news about Swamiji and the situations going on in reality is true?
Honestly, to tell, Mom, media, actually, I would say the news, at least I have seen, 100% of it is all filled with only rumors. Rumors, first of all. They keep telling that Swamiji is kidnapped, and they go on and on telling that he is accused of kidnap, etc. I want to tell one thing, we are not kidnapped by anybody. If anyone wants to come and if there is anyone who is like a psychiatrist who can come and test us live, you can. And of course, we are now opened a platform of Twitter where just by using the hashtag Justice for Nithyananda, anything you tweet, your questions will directly read and answer it live. Because all the news that is carried by media is just filled with rumors. And by now, at least seeing so many documentaries being released, so many people become, like, a lot of awareness being spread about what kind of a fake face this media is having. I think people should by now know there is only one group of people who control what kind of news is going to come on the media, so they can control you through that.
Actually, if I have to put,
go ahead, Manu.
Yeah, so if I have to just put it short, like what exactly is happening? Like she told, there is almost 100% of the media is like completely presenting a fact which, like, misrepresenting the fact. If you see, like, every media, I can just show this to you. You all just Google up and see latest news on Swami Nithyananda. And you will see one same situation will be added so much of spice, masala as per their needs, just for the sake of TRP. And that is why people and morons like Janardhan is able to bribe the media and publish the news that he wants. And that is what is happening till date. Whenever their TRP, they want the TRP, the hashtag Nithyananda and Swamiji's name is being used as a tactic, as a cheap tactic of raising and gaining like their TRP more.
Okay, now I'm seeing a tweet coming up telling the person's name is written as Nithyananda disciple. I'm just going to read out the question. Why are the daughters saying Janardhan is out to kill them? They escaped. Why media is backing Janardhan's fake allegations? Is masala news more important? Is he a supporter of Hindu genocide? At 100% right statement, he is in the side of Hindu genocide.
And not just supporter, I will say he's a mastermind behind. Because he came under the garb of a devotee. And he has been continuing to, like, as long as he was in the ashram, he was able to, like, how much money he was able to take, he took all of them. And when he knew that we found out about his financial embezzlement, he ran away. He ran away like a cheap, I don't even want to utter those words because it's an international platform. But he is very much part of the Hindu genocide, and he is one of the main masterminds behind the persecution and the attack that Swamiji is being put through. And why is he behind us? Because we are the living evidences for not just financial embezzlement, but many, many, many things that he has done, which will soon be told to you all at the right time.
And there's an ex-devotee called Bharat Patel who's asking, how is it possible in Gujarat where Prime Minister is from? See, it's not like, I don't want to tell, oh, it is from this place, it is from that place. Right now, this is the situation that we are facing. We have done our best, all completely legal, and this is the response that we are getting. I don't want to blame any system here. I don't want to blame any particular person over here. But the reality, what is happening, is in front of all of you. They are telling that 2 girls, which is both of us, are missing, while we as majors who have all rights to decide for our own lives are begging them, doing everything possible legally, telling we do not want to come back.
And actually, I want to answer one point here. I'm not going to talk about Indian politics. I'm not going to talk about our Prime Minister or Home Minister, nothing. I'm just saying, if a common man like Janardhan is having the power to move and control the police in Gujarat, who is backing him?
Actually, that's exactly the question we see a devotee called Puja Bhagat is asking. Who's behind all these attacks besides Janardhan Sharma and Sara Landry, the anti-Hindu group that is trying to assassinate Swamiji? Actually, we ourselves are seeing many people are coming up, like Swamiji himself has shared before, that we have this intelligence, the Kailasa intelligence, which is continuously researching and finding out who all are these implants. But to our knowledge, since right now we have not yet become part of Sangha back again, which is something that we are waiting for. But one thing that we are seeing is many of these people whom we have seen in the Adhinam, who were continuously trying to destroy the ecosystem there, who are trying to, show like Sangha in a very bad way. All those people are now coming to light as implants. This is something
actually, there is another point I wanted to add. Is that, before we move on to the next question, I just wanted to add one more point is the international forum is watching. Today, we do not know who's behind Janardhan. We may not know who's behind Sarah Landry and who's funding them and who's supporting them and what gives them that kind of a courage to go to media houses to, do contempt of court and to go to the media and give statements against the judge, against the judiciary, against the country. And what gives them and who's backing them, who's giving them the power, the money, the resources to be able to utter such anti-national statements, utter statements against the judiciary of India, utter statements against the very political democratic system of India. Who's supporting all of that, we do not know. But one thing that we do know, and we want to reassure to our viewers, is that the international forum is actually watching and they are taking cognizance of everything that's happening, and we are waiting for them to reveal to us who's behind all this and who's masterminding these attacks.
So there is one more question from Gautamananda. He says, Nithyanandam, I have a question about Janardhan. Why has Janardhan has not been arrested yet for the money looting he has done in the Sangha, and why he has not been prosecuted for that?
Actually, here I want to answer one point to Gautamaya. Why he is not being arrested for that? That is the very same question that we have for the entire police and the government. Because from the day this problem has begun, not once or twice, it's been 6 months. This battle that we have been fighting for the past 6 months, we have given multiple evidences. Not once have the police taken even his phone or just one day even frozen his bank account to find out the details. No. Why? Previously there was also a question in the state where our Prime Minister is from. Why are we not able to tell anything? Why is it happening this way? That's the very same question that I have. If a common man like Janardhan is able to swindle crores of money from an international Hindu organization and he's able to comfortably manipulate the police, why? Who's behind? Who is supporting all this? Gautamaya, I just want to tell you one thing, not attending, but the police are not even, leave alone filing another complaint. What we are giving as counter evidences for the very case that we are going through now, the police are not even considering that. They're not even taking what we want to tell.
Actually, I'm seeing another question where the viewer is asking, Sherry Watkins. She's asking, why don't you have a debate online with your sister who has told what really happened in Gujarat? I just wanted to make it clear one thing here. First of all, I don't know who is behind her, why suddenly a person who claimed to be so happy till the day she was in Gurukul suddenly goes out and starts bluffing such things. I don't know why she's talking like that or anything. And what I wanted to tell for this, we have multiple times opened the platform. Any question any of you have, anything, even if she wants to ask, she can put it over here. I just want to see if someone is so confident about themselves. See the entire case. The whole thing is about us coming back. That's the whole thing that Janardhan is claiming, telling that we have to be saved, right? And all we are asking is, give the affidavit, tell you're not going to misuse us, tell you're not going to make us file any false rape charge on Swamiji. And this has been going on for months now, almost 5-6 months, I believe. And till date, not once he has given or even spoken about that affidavit. He has not given anything in return like that. We are not demanding for any kind of money. We are not demanding for anything else. Actually, that group, the conspirators, in the beginning, they blackmailed us for money. I don't want to reveal all the evidences and everything to all of you right now. But this is what I want to tell. We have been open from beginning. We have been very transparent. We have been continuously coming every day on Nithyananda TV live and sharing. And we always opened ourselves for any questions. And even right now, we have been continuously taking questions live, which is coming on Twitter, which all of you can see. With the hashtag justice for Nithyananda. Anybody tweeting, all of us can see.
So I have one more question, Tatupriya, I'm so sorry if you are done. I have one more question from the viewer. And I think that will make sense in what you are talking. So that's why I interrupted. This is Vijay Venkatraman from Vadodara. Did we file case on embezzlement on Janardhan? If so, why police is not picking up that?
Regarding this case on Janardhan, I wanted to tell, first thing, when the police asked me, right, like, why are you not coming back? The first call, when this entire issue started, the police contacted me and asked me, why you're not coming back? I told him about how this whole issue had started, telling how Janardhan did the financial embezzlement. I also started revealing him about the witness, and I told, like, I have these evidences and I want to file a case. He did not accept to take the case. And only when I started, like, seeing this is the exact thing that had happened in past for Swamiji's persecution also. Why so much? Even as recent, Pranaswami, so a man who's alive and living in the Adinam, Janardhan put a false case on him telling he's dead. And after that, when Pranaswami wanted to file a case on Janardhan for like wasting court's time, abusing the court and falsely, like multiple charges when Pranaswami wanted to file, till date the police have not accepted the complaint. See, we are also trying continuously. I am also trying to file the case. Only if the police accept, I will be able to complete filing the case. Why are the police not accepting our case? When I have all evidences and I'm like, I am a witness to it because I did the whole research on it.
Now, I have a personal experience where, there was a mob attack in the ashram and I was a victim. And I went to the police station and I gave a complaint as a female who has been abused. I gave a complaint and they refused to take it. And it's not as we think that, the minute you give a complaint, the police are ready to take it. There are many times the complaints are not even filed. There are so many assassination attempts on Swamiji where we have gone and we have filed, but it was never even converted into a complaint. It was just a written complaint from our side and it was not even accepted by the police. So there have been so many such incidents where, the complaints were never taken when given from our side. But however, when it is filed from an anti-Hindu element without a complaint, an FIR is formed and FIR is filed in a different jurisdiction and action is taken and arrest is being given, all sorts of illegal activities happen. So the whole thing is, it's nothing to do with getting justice for anybody here, but the whole thing is to do with, when you are with the intention to destroy a Hindu organization, the anti-Hindu elements do anything, above and below their power to make that happen.
I'm also seeing one other thing, a person, Ma Durjati Nithyananda is asking, can you elaborate more on so-called journalists claiming they want to hear Swamiji and Sangha's side, but are feeding and or attempting to personally benefit from abusing Swamiji and Sangha? How have you handled it? Durjati Ma, I just wanted to tell, thank you for bringing this up. This is something which sheds a light on the whole thing. Continuously, if you see in all the news, they keep telling, oh, we want to interview the sisters, we want to get their side, etc. From day one, continuously, persistently, we both have been releasing videos. Continuously, videos after videos after videos. And every day we are coming on live and we are sharing also. Till date, not once is the media taking and covering our news. This just shows what the real face of media is.
See, that is why it's very important that we share the right side of the story, and that's we have been requesting all our viewers that the people who actually see Nithyananda TV, who see this segment, we really request you to spread this word, through social media, share it with the right hashtag, so people, this news reaches common man. Unfortunately, Hindus, we have lost spiritual, political legitimacy. We are not having a huge, a national infrastructure to relay it in a satellite TV yet. But very soon, through the Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations and the Sri Kailasa effort, we will be doing that not just for our organization, but for Hindus at large to have the right voice for Hindu groups and Hindu organizations and persecuted Hindus. Sri Kailasa will be that voice. But while we are building up that infrastructure, it is, the support of all our devotees, our viewers, who can help share this message, help share the truth. So the people who are interested in the truth. See, today, actually until 2010, I really believed media. When the 2010 attack happened and I was in the middle of it, we used to get calls from media houses. Just asking, are you ready to come to our channel, or do you want us to write our own narrative of it? Means they already pre-decide what they want to tell about you. And they just go and publish that, irrespective of whether you tell your side of the story or not. Even if you share the side of the story, they still go and write what they want to write. We have been called as prostitutes, we have been called as, all sorts of names, just because we decide to follow the sannyas path. So today, what we need is an infrastructure for Hindus to share their voice out to the world. And today we are doing this in the form of Kailasa Uniting Nations for persecuted Hindus, and as an effort that Sri Kailasa, the only Hindu nation, is bringing it out to the world. So today we are doing it in the form of Nithyananda TV, in the form of Kailasa TV, and we really need the help and support of all of viewers to help spread the word. Because today the media in India is anti-Hindu, and you can actually, there are tons of articles to see who's actually funding the media in India. So whether they call it NDTV Hindu or who's actually behind the scene funding the TV channel has to be thought through. Why are they carrying that narrative? Why are they carrying an abusive news? Why are they carrying a false narrative about a Hindu guru? Because of the people who are funding those media channels. So it's very important Hindus have a way to share their truth with the world, and today we can say Nithyananda TV and Kailasa TV as the only two mediums that we have to share the truth, and we need help of all of viewers to help share this message, spread this message. So if you are watching this live, please take one moment to to click share and share it with your friends and family. Tweet with hashtag Justice for Nithyananda.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to add one point to what you are sharing. Why is media attacking Swamiji? There are multiple reasons. One reason is this. See, the whole system is such that I can say, like many of the corporates, they're like some of these big people who want to have the complete control over humanity. That's why if you see all media channels publish one similar kind of thinking. They want to trend something, everybody publishes the same, and that just becomes a trending thing. We all follow what is trending. So it's literally like they guide you. We all are just like, they just treat us as slaves. There's no freedom in thinking. But Swamiji was the one who's continuously bringing that freedom in thinking, making us understand the uniqueness that we have, making us cognize the new dimension which we all were unaware of totally all these days. When Swamiji is bringing out these dimensions inside us, and Swamiji is just healing so many people, it is a huge loss for all the pharmaceutical companies. That is why these big people are funding media, and media is continuously attacking us.
Absolutely, Ma. It is actually without having any vested interest. When Swamiji is only offering, that is what is not getting digested by others. But how come somebody can do this thing? So continuous contribution is only making other people to attack Swamiji. Actually, before we go ahead, we have more questions. So I really wanted to address this question in this short time span. So this is Suresh Kumar who has asked this question on NTV, Facebook. I have been seeing you two coming online from the time they said you two were kidnapped. I can see the drama played in the media. Just don't understand how come the judicial system is blind to this, or to put in other words, who they were able to twist facts in the court. Can we put some light on it? Like it's literally Sureshji, thank you for the question, because you are able to see this is the whole drama which is happening, and we can clearly see how the judiciary, how the media is doing this whole trial. We can see the two girls are completely safe. They are here.
Actually, Ma, to answer that question, we, as he told, continuously, every day, without missing a single day, every day we are making sure we are coming on live and we are sharing. Why is the judicial system blind to this? Why are they not attending to this? This shows this entire thing is not any mere family fight as some people cognize. It is a huge conspiracy. They're outrightly trying to attack Swamiji. Not even trying to, they are attacking Swamiji. They are just trying to use us as pawns, and because we are not ready to become pawns in their conspiracy, they're continuously trying to attack us. Otherwise, we all know very recently, they had an old video of mine, editing it and airing it, telling that that is the last video of mine, telling I'm not going to be alive. And at the same time, we are facing death threats in the place where we are.
Absolutely. That was actually a shock for all of us when we saw that, because it looks so real that you are saying that you are getting tortured and this is going to be your last video. I mean, for everybody else, it was a real shock until you brought that original video from where it was clipped. I mean, that was really shocking thing, and all the devotees amongst all of us, because we both, like you both are not with us, and we don't know, we only know when you come live. So that was a really real-time confusion and real-time, like we really felt that, oh God, what is happening? So the way media is playing, showing it as if yesterday it has happened.
True. Also,
we really need to
did not even
understand.
accept the complaint that I filed on them. I filed a complaint because it's illegal for media to show any person's, any intellectual property. It's my intellectual property. My video is my intellectual property.
Correct.
We cannot show it, first of all, without permission, and they cannot show it out of context. And for any ongoing case, they cannot show any biased news. This is a law and ethics in media. Didn't follow it.
Then one thing that we need to understand, I think our viewers really need to understand this one point, which is media trial. You need to understand that word media trial. I'll give you an example for what really media trial is. In 2010, when the morphed video was released in a national satellite television channel, and following that morphed video, a complaint was filed few hundred kilometers away from the jurisdiction of the actual complaint, which the police should not have accepted. And with absolutely by some third party who's neither a victim nor a witness. The complainant is some random third party. And based on this false complaint, Swamiji was arrested. There is nothing, no evidence, not even a victim, not even a witness. But Swamiji was arrested. Why? This is what is called as media trial. The media in India today has so much power, it dictates what happens in the judiciary. So the media gives a verdict about somebody based on whom they like, whom they don't like, whom they want to persecute, whom they want to protect. So the media gives a verdict, puts so much pressure on judiciary to follow the verdict media has given. And this is what is called as a media trial. Swamiji was a victim of the media trial because even after his arrest, he was arrested in April 2010. In June 2010, the police goes to the High Court of Karnataka and they are giving a written affidavit saying no evidences has been found. Then why did they arrest and keep Swamiji for 53 days? So this is after arrest. The media, based on the media hype, the police went ahead and arrested His Divine Holiness, the religious leader of Hinduism, banned him from preaching, and 2 minutes later, they come and say that we are not able to find any evidence. Then on what basis did even the arrest happen in the first place? And that is what we call as media trial, Mr. Suresh Kumarji. This is exactly what is happening even now against Swamiji and the whole Sangha at large. Is the media is controlling the judiciary. The media is giving a verdict and forcing the judiciary to follow the media verdict. This is what is happening. It's extremely a dangerous ecosystem. It's not democratic. The media is having the reins of judiciary in India, unfortunately, and has to change.
Absolutely, Ma. Because of this, if you see, because of this media trial, 2 of our innocent sannyasis are there in the jail from 2.5 months and nobody even bothers. They're not getting bail, but they have not done any crime. There is nothing is proven. And to add this, I have one question which I want to bring it up.
There is no evidence.
Because there is nothing has happened. Exactly. Nothing has happened, but they're still
Not just nothing to prove. I just wanted to add a statement here. It's not just nothing to prove. That entire FIR, I have presented this multiple times even on Nithyananda TV. Statement by statement, we have gathered evidences and we have proved how statement by statement it is false. But
exactly.
They are arrested.
Actually, the reality is the media decides, like Nyanatma was saying, the entire media trial that is happening. I'll just give you all one logical example. You don't even need to understand complicated terms. The entire media claims that we are the victims, though that is not true. They claim that we are kidnapped, and they show the way they write articles and the way that Janardhan gives interview and all as if, oh, we are kidnapped. So as per their claims itself, if you see, whom they are claiming as victims, when we are coming out in open and telling what our side of the story is, why is the media not publishing that? Isn't that just a simple logic that we all can catch?
Actually, with this, ma'am, I want to bring in for one more question, which one of the devotees asking. She's Laura from Arizona, and she said, "Who can confirm if the monks are in a good state of health? Is the authorities feeding them properly, or they are starving? Do they have proper medical attention? For all we know, they could be poisoned." And that
we are just praying to Lord Kalabhairava and to our beloved Swamiji to keep the our sister monks in good shape and safe. And we know Swamiji has told that the Sangha has the protection of Kalabhairava, and that's all we can say, Ma. That's all we can say at this point.
Especially when we saw like how it happened to Swamiji, when Swamiji was jailed, how Swamiji was tortured, where he was not given food, he was not given water. Even from Adinam, if anyone goes and gives food, they used to mix poison and take and give. So Swamiji will not be able to eat. And how they torture Swamiji by continuously keeping the floor wet. Such inhuman treatments. Really, we are all only praying to Kalabhairava and Swamiji to protect him.
And actually, we would like to request all the viewers, because it's been more than 60 days, 2 of our innocent sisters are inside the jail. And it's only by praying to Kalabhairava, because we can't trust judiciary. Literally, we can't. By doing
and one thing that we can do, and we need to do, because this is one of the media houses. We went and asked, why are you abusing Hindus so much? You are not doing this for any other religion. Why are you so much anger against Hinduism? And he just gave a simple response. He said, I'm a media house. If I write about Hindus, nobody bothers me. If I write about Muslims, next day my office will be burned. I will not be alive. So obviously I'm not going to write about Muslims. He told us that. He said, if I write about Hindus, nobody bothers to ask. So we as Hindus need to consolidate ourselves, need to show solidarity and support. And the media houses need to know that whether it is their TRP or whether it is their stock market is going to take a plunge when they touch innocent Hindus. So we, as viewers, as people who are benefiting from this great civilization, we need to take a little responsibility. Swamiji calls it as a societal, religious responsibility. In addition to just a family responsibility, let us take that religious responsibility, a societal responsibility to voice our concerns, to just share this feed, ask the right questions. When the media knows that if they write about a Hindu guru, if they arrest innocent Hindu monks, the Hindus, 1.2 billion Hindus, the third largest religion in the world we are a strength. But we are a group of people who have not used the strength that we have, which is the huge population of Hindus, practicing Hindus, born Hindus around the world. We need to stand and support each other. That is the need of the hour. So if you're watching this, the way you can support this initiative is by sharing this and let the world know the truth. Please take a moment to share, and that is the only way we can reach out to the masses.
And also, like as much as possible, if many people tag the media houses and tell them to attend to this, really we are hoping there would be a difference in the way they are presenting.
Because we all, when we voice out, when we all come together, our voices will be heard. And we still hoping that judiciary will give the right justice, will give the right judgment, and the innocent sisters of ours will come out.
Two
I have one more question.
female monks. I mean, isn't there a limit to keep somebody in prison? Two female monks, what, 25 years, 28 years of age? I mean, is this, and they are contributed to the society, they are healing people, they are taking meditation classes, yoga classes. Is this who you will keep behind bars?
And not just that, like talking about them, especially like Ma Pranapriya and Ma Priyatatva, the two of them who are kept in prison, they are no, like for the life and for the background that they have come from, they're all well educated. Ma Pranapriya has been in Australia and she was awarded scholarships, and she was one of the very few women in Australia who was given some special recognitions and have done PhDs. And Ma Priyatatva was from a very respected and reputed family from Bengaluru. So they all are from a decent background that have, I would say that for the lifestyle that we lived in Adinam, we will never even step into police station or anything until and otherwise to give them healing or to give solutions for the prisoners. But today, seeing them sit amongst the prisoners that they were working to heal and get them from is a pain that nobody can understand easily. Because when I see the pictures on internet and media that when they put, it is extremely painful. Because of course, even now, one thing that I can say is, in spite of all of this, I did not see a mark of powerlessness on both of their faces when the media was projecting their pictures all over. But it is really paining, because when I have seen them talk to the police, talk to the prisoners to heal them from whatever trauma they have been through or whatever is their issues.
And I'm sure they are healing the prisoners sitting inside. You know, just them going through persecution, I'm sure they are giving solutions, life solutions to people and healing the prisoners out there, and, giving them whatever Swamiji has given each and every one of us. I'm sure they're doing that in the jail, and I hope to see them out very soon.
Actually, Ma, to talk about this, really, I just remember we see so many people on social media trying to spread awareness, telling, oh, see, we are being controlled, we are doing this. Like, oh, some superhero needs to come, some great person needs to come to save us, things of that sort. But when someone like Swamiji, we know he's the only hope. And when he is standing up, and when all these people, the ones who have vested interests, their vested interests are getting attacked, when they are trying to assassinate Swamiji, it's so painful that the Hindus themselves are not supporting. I just wanted to share this thing which recently happened when I was telling about like we saw few posters, movie posters that is completely abusing Swamiji and completely abusing Hinduism, the way they depicted everything. And I had we had made tweets on it and telling that it has to be removed. I was so shocked. People are only asking, oh, why can't you just take it as an entertainment? I was so hurt. Hindus, will this be the same thing if it happens to any other religion? They immediately bring up, oh, so you guys are on, very religious people who start discriminating like that. The whole thing is just twisted to us. That is why today, what wrong did we do? We are not terrorists. What wrong did we do to go through this thing? What wrong did Swamiji do for him to be in this position today, being continuously attacked? That is so painful. Continuously, day and night, Swamiji has worked so hard, continuing to work so hard, continuously offering free programs, everything for free, showering all his blessings on all the people.
And it is continuing, even now it is continuing. Swamiji has not stopped. For any reason, Swamiji has not stopped, in spite of all this persecution.
Actually, it has only expanded more and more and more. Now, yes. The Sri Kailasa, the only Hindu nation, the Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations, his contributions to the world has never stopped. It has only exponentially increased, and it will exponentially increase because it is the mission and the vision of an avatar, and he will execute and what he has come down for.
I have one more question, Ma, because as we are running out of the time, I would like that we should address this question as well. So it is Nazam Satyajata Shiva. He says, one question that is not answered is why they don't have a legal counsel. Isn't it enough for us to go to the press regarding questions as to why their father
does not file an affidavit, they need a team of lawyers and also 2 sannyasis that are jailed illegally. Why do they not have a legal representing them in the press and media to deter and present their story in the true light needed to stop this?
Of course, we do have a lawyer who is addressing and representing us in the court. We do have a lawyer, and we are of course taking feedback from him and doing it. But the problem is we do not have media support. Like you're asking why the lawyer cannot represent us in the media. Media has a support for that. Which media is ready to even take time to even...
Well, actually, I think the viewer is thinking that the media wants honestly to present both sides of the story. It does not. It wants to present only one side of the story. So even if you approach, they are not going to present. This is our experience last 10 years. The media does not want to carry the truth. I'll give one simple example. Now, Nithyananda and Datapriya have put videos after videos after videos after videos of saying we are not kidnapped, we are not kidnapped, we are not kidnapped. Now, the media doesn't even have to invite them for some live interview or whatever. They can just go to their Facebook, take the clip and say, hey, this is what the 2 sisters are saying. Janardhan, what do you have to answer to that? It's as simple as that. It's not a great, an economics, PhD in economics or a PhD in quantum physics. It's as simple as that. Has the media done that? Has any mainstream media channel played a 30-second clip of both of them saying we are not kidnapped? So the question is, do the media want to present the other side of the story? And the answer is no.
Actually, I'm remembering one thing, Ma. If you see the Republic TV, Arnab Goswami's Republic TV, he puts up a show called Debate with not a single person from our side representing us. Leave alone inviting us. He didn't invite us, he didn't even ask. But not a single person who represents us. A completely biased speech is called as a debate. From when on did the term debate have this meaning where only one side is presented and that's called as a debate?
And actually, if I leave about what he's projecting, but I remember having one video which was a conference with the media on Nithyananda's in your channel. I saw that video which you posted, where you are having a direct conversation with all the media houses. And if I'm not wrong, you told that this is my side of the story. And one of the media house said that if you would have come earlier, this would have not been done and we would have projected your story. But I was so shocked that after that, not even a single clip of that was there. Other than your channel, I could not see anywhere.
I felt so fortunate that I recorded that because the way they all spoke. See, that one video, if you all just go watch, you'll understand the true face. The way they all spoke was so friendly, like, oh, just one interview you could have given. We would have immediately published it and nothing would have happened. I gave them the interview. It was more than 40 minutes. I published in 2 parts. It was so lengthy. Even till date, if one of you can just go pick up one link that the media channel has published of what I spoke that day. Actually, they use that single thing is that actually they just use that picture as a thumbnail in one of their articles about me, but not a single media channel has published or released what I spoke to them.
Yes.
It was a live interview that I remember. She gave a separate interview. She was back in India and I was in Trinidad at that time. It was like the day 1 when this whole thing happened. I was in Trinidad and I came live and I told them it was midnight for me. And they told no, a few minutes interview only, and I almost gave 1 hour interview to them. Not a single media channel published it.
That means that is intentionally, because I remember when Nithyananda posted that video, it was with the police, with the Gujarat police and the media houses. So it is not, nobody is not informed or nobody is not having the details. You are right there talking to them and they are affirming that now on everything will be sorted out because you have told this.
Now we have got, now the interview happened through the police's phone only.
Okay.
The police only called me and told that he wants us to give an interview to the media.
But after that, when you are seeing that they have done it, like police know clearly, media knows clearly, but even after that, not even once, it is being projected out to the public. It is other way out. They are still abusing, they are still saying missing girls, kidnapped girls. But nowhere they are saying that yes, we have interviewed them, we are satisfied now. So it's not that we are not approaching, but there is nobody who would want to hear or want to present. That is where the whole thing has come. I have one more question regarding, this is from Tyagaraja Ayya from Toronto. Is there a group which influence people and police? There is an anti-Hindu group in this drama. He's asking a question. Is there an anti-Hindu group in this whole drama which is happening, which we
It's not, is there a separate group? Because we all can see very clearly, too many people with their vested interests are involved in this. Actually, for example, just wanted to finish this. Like, for example, like if you take education system, Swamiji has what an amazing education system of like the Gurukul system, where each person's individuality is identified, that is brought out. They discover their own new dimension altogether, which is not available in any other education system. We all usually hear about this, see memes about it, where they ask, oh, how can a fish climb a tree? If you judge all animals, like if you keep competition between all animals, until only if they climb a tree, they're intelligent. A fish is not going to be able to climb a tree, but that cannot be called as a fool because of that. So it's just like that. That is the education system outside. But Swamiji has brought an amazing education system where each of our individualities are identified. So this shakes that entire group, which is funding the education system with the Macaulay education system outside. So immediately their vested interests are attacked. That is disturbed. So what they do, immediately they are attacking Swamiji. Why so much? We hear so many people doing so many inventions outside. Many kids from so many villages, they are doing so many inventions. We read about it in the newspapers. But how many of them are actually become a success? They wouldn't allow, because it will affect the corporates out there. So immediately they attack. That's the exact thing happening to Swamiji. True. Because their vested interests are not even attacked. They are just...
So is the pharmaceuticals, right? With the Nirahara Samyama and the healing, the pharmaceutical industry directly feels insecure, because there are people who are getting healed, there are people who are eating the right food. So the food industry, the pharmaceutical industry, where, see, it is the people who make money with the right intention, they feel empowered. The people who make money with a wrong intention means when people become sick, I make more money. When people eat more medicines, I make more money. So these are, as per Agama, the businesses with the wrong intention. Means they want more people to fall sick. They want more people to eat junk food. They want more people to become unhealthy. These kind of businesses feel threatened, because Swamiji is bringing the right food, the right lifestyle, the right health, the right healing, awakening the consciousness. So he is bringing all of that. So a lot of these anti-Hindu elements who have their vested interest in these different fields feel threatened, because Swamiji is giving the solution for humanity, which is the revival of the enlightened civilization, Sri Kailasa. So yes, there are tons of anti-Hindu elements which are out there who have so-called power in the outer world as they think, and they feel that they can do something to stop the mission of the avatar, and they are trying whatever they could. Of course, nothing can stop it. We all know that.
Yes, one thing which I'm seeing with the questions, the entire Sangha, all the devotees, they literally want this to come to an end. And I have one such great, I can say, suggestion. It's not only a question, but it's a good suggestion as well. It is from Akhil Kodil. Why aren't the sisters filing a complaint with NBSA and a legal notice for 100 crore? There is a precedence against Mirror Now for fake news.
So I wanted to tell that, Akhil Kodal, thank you so much for bringing it up, because I have filed it I think 4 times. 4 times I tried filing it. I have not gotten a response. I had tried filing this NBSA continuously because everything is so clear. I have my video from Facebook. I have the fake video which they released in 2020. My video was in 2018. So I bought that link, everything. I filed NBSA. I tried filing NBSA 4 times. till now not a single response from them.
In fact, there's also another form in that NBSA site where if you're not getting response, you can go and fill that form to get a response. In fact, even that we went and filled, but still there is no response. Basically, it's like going to the enemy, going to another enemy and asking, oh, please help me from this enemy. That's exactly what I feel like.
Ma, would you like to explain what is NBSA, like for the viewers to understand what is it?
Yeah, NBSA is Association for the All National News Broadcast Associations. So like that entire thing, like it is the head for all the media domains. So all the functions of all the media channels around across India. So we can go and file a complaint there, and that association, News Broadcasting Standards Authority. So that's what I remember of NBSA. So that they take all the complaints, and they are like the head of all the media channels in India.
So when we tried, we actually filed like multiple times. We tried. We didn't get any response. See, this shows. I don't know how to tell. This clearly shows we are trying all legally possible things, but we are not getting justice. I don't know what way is it fair for them to not accept our complaint. See, we are able to handle all these right now because Swamiji had given such amazing, powerful cognition, amazing inner space, that inner strength throughout the years we lived in Gurukul. We are able to handle it because of that. But right now, the way they're actually attacking, it's inhumane. Honestly, the situation that we are in, they're using our name and attacking Swamiji. That one thing is burning inside me. Really, I will not spare each and everyone who is involved in this for that.
Actually, Ma Tattvapriya, related to this, we have one concerned question and something which I think entire Sangha wants. So Jillian Watley is asking, my next question is at what point will the Sangha as a whole have the fierce legal team on the planet that is respected and feared, knowing that we will never lose a case and we are not to be messed with?
Actually, answering this question, I would like to say one thing. That will happen the moment actually we have lot of people, but unfortunately, as long as this society where the media decides what the human need to believe, what the people need to believe, as long as that exists, and as long as that is there and that continues to decide what people have to understand, what people have to perceive about situation, we will not be able to tell the reality. Actually, in reality, all the legal requirements in our side is very clear. We are all clean with that, and we have already fulfilled all the needs.
We have what is required. We have much more than that. Like all evidences are that clear. I just wanted to add that as a point.
Yeah. So the moment we have the day where everyone, as a devotees, like if you all just take us devotees who know Swamiji, we are a family of millions. I just wanted to remind that. So the day each and every one of these millions of people resonate saying, oh my God, I need to do something for this, we will have that. I just want to say that because I know there will be everyone who will be waiting for somebody from that millions who will be doing it, including one share. I can say there will be thousands of views on Facebook, but when we ask and when we tell that this is the help we need, there will be very few people who will actually do it because everyone thinks someone will do it.
And that has been one of the things that has been plaguing the Hinduism. We have lost 56 nations just because we as Hindus did not stand and support each other. And now in the time where Swamiji is reviving the only Hindu nation, the Sri Kailasa, let us unite as Hindus. If a persecution is happening, every Hindu should feel, what can I do? What can I do in my capacity? I'm not saying go out on the street and strike or do something or fast unto death or no. What can I do to contribute to stop this persecution? That question has to be there in every Hindu. And if that question awakens and we feel, okay, even a small share, even a tweet for 30 seconds, even a share of a YouTube video, of a Facebook video can go a long way because we are 1.2 billion people on this planet. So we have a huge voice if we can all stand together, and that's what we missed. And we lost 56 nations. We lost the political, cultural, spiritual, economic legitimacy of Hinduism. And today, all the problem that we have is because we do not have one nation in the world to protect the persecuted Hindus, and which is Sri Kailasa today, the revival of the only Hindu nation, the enlightened civilization. We do not have any other nation, no government, which is protecting the interests of Hindus. So Sri Kailasa is the only hope, and for that hope to manifest as reality as soon as possible, each and every practicing and living Hindu has to do their part into making this truth reach humanity.
And as you said, today the entire we are 1.2 billion voice. Like we can if we all just come together, we can really stand for the truth. The truth will always be. It'll always stay. It'll never be. Nobody can mess with it. But we cannot go one by one to physically meeting one person. Where are those people? Majority of people are on social media. Just one share can do that job. I can say it has become more easier for us to reach, to voice out through social media. So we will be only requesting all the viewers to tweet, to share this live feed so that truth can go all out and we can stand up as together as one single voice. As you can see, you can have the questions with the hashtag, which is Justice for Nithyananda, and that will really help us to see that yes, all of you are also together and standing up for this voice of Hinduism.
And each and every one of us can tweet with this hashtag Justice for Nithyananda, and ask the questions that you have, the right questions that each of us have. Why is Janardhan not arrested? Who's behind Janardhan? How is he even daring to contempt the order of the judge? How is he even questioning the Indian High Commission? So each of you can tweet all these questions, tagging the Indian media, tagging the global media, tagging the international bodies, and bring it to their attention. And I'm sure with all our concerted effort, the world will hear us.
Yes, thank you. And I will be very happy to receive all the questions from you and supportive messages if you have. And we have more questions to take, which we'll be taking it tomorrow. And with this, let us all get ready to have more powerful cognitions from Swamiji as part of the Nithyananda Satsang. Swamiji comes every day live for all of us to give us that powerful cognition, to give us the strength and the way we'll be always standing up for the truth. That strength comes only when we live those powerful cognitions. And for this, let us all get ready. Make sure you're sharing this live stream so that everybody else is getting these powerful cognitions in their life. And with this, sit straight, chant the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam, and let us all get ready to receive Swamiji. Thank you for watching us. Nithyananda. Nithyananda. So as we are getting ready to receive one of the greatest gift from Sri Kailasa by Swamiji, which is the unclutching. We have something very touching, very special to share with all of you. Many of the experiences which Swamiji has given to all of us. And we have a devotee who has shared her experiences, which we really want all of you to see. So I would like to call Manita Prematmananda Swami to come and share these experiences, what exactly she has, because I am also waiting for it. Nithyanandamma.
Nithyanandam, thank you, Ma Bhakti Priyananda. Every day we come and share some experiences that people are having through the Atma Linga that Swamiji has blessed them with. And every day we come across some miracles, somewhere how it has made a difference in somebody's life. But today we want to really share something really touching. It is not just a miracle of saving somebody's life, but it is even more special, or it is even more important when the person who's witnessing this whole emergency, when that person is the mother, and when her child is going through this, what she goes through and how she carries along with the presence of Swamiji and with the blessings of Swamiji. So today we are going to watch a beautiful, touching sharing by Dr. Prema Kothandaraman from California, her experience with the Atma Linga. Let's watch.
Holiness, Paramahamsa Nithyananda. I'm here today to share my experiences with my Atma Linga. I wear this Atma Linga 24/7, and it was given by Swamiji during the Cambodia Inner Awakening. This Atma Linga is a constant reminder of the devotion to Swamiji, the deeper awareness, the consciousness, and the higher possibility. Yeah, with this Atma Linga and so many other blessings, life is really a miracle every day. So many miracles happening every day. I'm here to share the two significant miracles. It matters a lot to me with this Atma Linga. Let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Prema Kothandaraman. I live in Los Angeles, and we have the most beautiful temple in Los Angeles, so I'm blessed to be part of our temple. So the miracles. So a couple of years ago, summer vacation, we all went to Florida, to Miami, and my younger daughter was 14 years old at the time, and so it's the second day of our vacation near the ocean side that my husband, my daughter wanted to go in jet skiing. They have done that many times, but so that particular day, like when they decided to go in a jet ski, I was saying not to go, it's kind of some intuition in me that it's not a day that I saw the sea was so rough. But they decided to go in the ocean. And after they left, and they were both very comfortable and putting their life jacket and everything, they were going in, that I always before do anything, pray to Swamiji, connect to Swamiji, and that's become my lifestyle. So that day, I was kind of, it's not a mind related or I wasn't fear based, but some intuition in me was keep saying I went to the guy who rented the jet ski, and my husband and the daughter went actually out of the eyesight, and I was something in me was I went and asked that guy who's in the ocean if someone needs help, there were so many people are on the jet ski that day, and this guy was saying there's one person to help if something happens. And then I said, what if two people have a problem? Then he said, okay, then the way I was talking to him, and something in him, I don't know, he just took his boat and went towards them. So the time was passing, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I was thinking okay, they are having fun, and after I couldn't even see them, they were too far from the seashore. Then so after about 20 minutes, I saw them coming back. So they were coming. The guy who rented the jet ski is actually bringing my daughter, 14-year-old, and Kumar was coming by himself. And something didn't sound right. I was just keep holding the mala in my neck and the Atma Linga, just chanting Swamiji's the mantra, and then as they come closer, I can hear my daughter screaming, call 911. I hurt myself and I can't walk, I can't move, and so that was really very cry that really touched my heart, and then just keep praying and keep chanting. And then Kumar was coming in the other jet ski. By the time they reached the shore, I called 911. The ambulance came in like few minutes on the shore itself, the beach. And so I was asking my daughter, since I'm a doctor, like checking her vitals, and she couldn't stand, and she was screaming like the fear and some kind of shock she was going through. But once I was kind of holding her hand, touching her, checking her pulse rate, and she kind of calmed down, and the ambulance came in, and I just took her inside the ambulance. And the only thing I told the ambulance guys that I'm a doctor, and those guys were making sure that she's not as like it can be a spinal cord, it can be her backbones, it can be her hip, and so many concerns that when this accident happened, then the ambulance guy, usually they take to the hospital the nearest to them, but they were kind of asking me, and I was suggesting, can you take her to a trauma center? And they didn't say a word. And only thing it came to me at that mind, that's just praying to Swamiji to be aware, to be at that moment, and just checking her, making sure she's conscious and being calm and being prayerful mode. And I just texted my Mahant of our temple, Muktika, that just please, I want Swamiji's blessings that Divya had an accident. And from the time the ambulance came, the time we walked in, and in the ER doctors showed up right away. We all know that sometimes it can take a time to get people, and the doctors came in and they were suspecting many things, like could be internal bleeding, could be her dislocated hips, and like, you know, the neck. So it's a very fearful moment. Is it like you know, the damages can be to her life, to a permanent disability, to, like, you know, a lot of unknown things. But the moment thinking of Swamiji, right away I got a response that Swamiji is aware, his blessings to Divya, and he blessed her that she's going to be fine. Took me off all the clouds, all the emotions, all the heaviness, all this from me. And so I was just being there praying, and all these doctors came and evaluated her, and the orthopedic surgeons came in, and they took like 26 x-rays for her from head to toe. And first thing, she wasn't bleeding internally, that she remained stable and conscious, no injury to her head. And after this, all these x-rays, then they were preparing to take her to the operating room if needed, to fix any fractures, because she couldn't move her legs. Then the miracle is she had a fracture in her pelvic bone. It was so close to her major blood vessels, but very narrow, like it wasn't involving any of her vital structures like her uterus or bladder or the blood vessels or her backbone or spine. And that fracture did not need a surgery. And all these doctors were like, what a luck this girl, like she's 14, it could have been worse. And I was just like, you know, to me, I know what is like this healing, the miracle, the thing happened, and it was such a moment in my life. I can't explain in words. And she also like remained calm, and Divya is also was in that program. She got her Atma Linga from Swamiji, and all our family was blessed to get the Atma Linga. And this girl, as if nothing happened, and was remaining calm in the hospital, and we came home in 4 days. And like so many things happen, it's not cannot be explained by our logical mind, or like it's only when you go through these experiences you know how in each and every day and each and every thing happens in your life, Swamiji is with you, and he constantly reminding us the higher possibility in us, the consciousness, the deep awareness in us, and constantly guiding us.
It's such a beautiful, touching sharing from Dr. Prema Kothandaraman. At an emergency time, a doctor is thinking of Swamiji. She's not thinking logically what needs to be done, but she's thinking of Swamiji. And of course, Swamiji saves and protects. We really thank Dr. Prema Kothandaraman for sharing this experience so millions around the world can benefit by receiving this Atma Linga through the Diksha into power manifestation. That is where you can receive this Atma Linga, which is personally blessed and energized by Swamiji. It is a 2-day program offered online. You can attend this program anywhere in the world from a nearby center. You can register at the link shown here. And a very special Diksha available on Maha Paramashivaratri, which is on February 21st. So do not miss this opportunity. A Shiva Diksha given by Paramashiva himself, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, on Maha Paramashivaratri on February 21st. So if you have not registered still, please register, even if you have attended many times. So thank you, Nithyananda.
Thank you so much, Ma. And it was really touching to see. And Ma Prema is one of the evidence of my own healing, because she was there when Swamiji healed me, and she saw all my reports and told me that I have no problem. The chronic disease which I was going through passed in 2015. It's really amazing to see. So don't forget to sign up for Diksha into Power Manifestation. And with this, let us get ready for the special initiation of unclutching by Swamiji. Thank you for watching. Nithyananda. Nithyananda. So after receiving this greatest gift from Sri Kailasa, the ultimate conscious resource of unclutching, in which Swamiji has initiated all of us, let us all come together and be part of us, the greatest initiative which Nithyananda Sangha, as entity of Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations, Swamiji has blessed that the coronavirus, which is spreading and affecting and killing lives, to heal coronavirus. The entire Sangha is coming up and chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam, which is starting 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time, and it will continue for 48 hours. It will be live relayed on Kailasa TV. And if you have still not participated for this great initiative, it is not only going to heal others, but heal yourself. You can heal yourself by participating, by continuously chanting Mahavakya. Around the world, various centers, temples, adinams are coming together, and we are going to have live chanting of Mahavakya, which is Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. And this will literally take you to the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, which Swamiji was mentioning today. So let's not miss this opportunity, where chanting the Mahavakya is going to heal all those who are suffering from coronavirus. To heal this coronavirus, to heal the world, and to heal yourself. Participate and register for this cause, for this initiative. You can see the link on the screen. Immediately register. If you are nearby any of our center, temple, adinam, make sure you go to this temple and collectively sit there and chant the Mahavakya. If you are in the place where the center or temple is not available, you can watch live and continue to chant. Prayers is something which it never fails. And when you do sincere prayer, Paramashiva listens to you and Paramashiva manifests and showers with all the auspiciousness. Let us all come together and heal the world. With this, let us all get ready for power manifestation session directly from Sri Kailasa Courtyard. Also, would like to remind all the viewers, every day, 7 a.m. IST, we are taking live questions from all the viewers regarding the ongoing persecution which is happening. If you have any questions or any feedback, any kind of concern, you can send us the questions. When the live feed is going on, you can write your questions and we will take your live questions from Facebook, Twitter. Make sure you are having the hashtag, which is Justice for Nithyananda. Hashtag Justice for Nithyananda. Make sure you are having this hashtag with your tweet or with your comment on Facebook. We will take your questions and answer it live, 7 a.m. IST. So don't miss that. Furthermore, if you have any doubts or any kind of health issue or any concern, anyway, if you feel that you can share with us and we can help you, you can visit our website, which is www.kailasa.org. You have live chat option 24/7. We all are available for your sake, for humanity too. So don't hesitate. You're most welcome to share anything which you wish to. Also, you can write us an email, which is contact@kailasa.org. And let us all get ready for power manifestation session. Thank you for watching us. See you all tomorrow, morning 7 a.m. IST on the same channel. Thank you, Nithyananda.
Nithyanandam, let's start the power manifestation session with a Sadguru Vandanam. Let's sit straight, visualize Bhagwan in third eye, and let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Vanvatitam Gagana Sadasham Tatpamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyananda, such a intense, beautiful Nirvikalpa Samadhi space for all of us to experience the real unclutch. Swamiji himself guided us with the jnana, the powerful cognition, and so beautifully initiated us, gave darshan, and lead us to the ultimate source, resource, the inner space, how unclutch is the real utility for us, real resource for us. The more and more we live in the unclutched space, the more and more we cherish that space of unclutch, we will be in non-reactionally. Again and again, the reaction which is happening constantly, the frequency of it happening, the intensity of it happening, again and again, we are rebounding on only reaction. But here Swamiji is again and again, with all the problems that's going on, he is able to contribute such a beautiful space, because he is the living example of how living in unclutched space, nirvikalpa samadhi, the ultimate can be experienced through us. Our decision, our will, persistence to hold on to live in unclutched space, not again and again going back to this world and deluding in the whatever is happening, but ready to decide to stand beyond this world as an unclutched being. More and more we live in the space of unclutched, more and more we are going to be manifesting not only physical, Swamiji says, not only the software, the hardware also. Our own body starts regenerating, and our own space around us, more and more start happening in us. It is not we who do anything. Even the breath, he said very beautifully, if you continuously remember me during the breathing, that is the most beautiful space. Again and again, he has guided us that the most important or most worth space is only nirvikalpa samadhi. We only think our resources is outside planning and deciding and doing things will give us result. He says, no, you living unclutch, you living in nirvikalpa samadhi is going to produce the fulfillment, the ultimate truth which is happening in us. It is not how much we do. It's not that we have to keep quiet and not do. We have to continuously do. Actually, we'll do things more intensely, more beautifully, more authentically if we live in the space of unclutch. Continuously, we deciding to breathe Paramashiva whenever we eat, whenever we walk, again and again living the presence of Swamiji, again and again living the space that we understand as our core, Paramashiva in us. So beautifully, if the bottle has some sweet liquid, the bottle does not feel anything. But when you drink it, you feel the sweetness in your tongue and you cherish it. Same way, the box of chocolate does not feel anything. Only when you eat it, you feel it. That is because it is already there. The ultimate is inside, which is experiencing and which is giving you the experience. But you forget that the ultimate which is experiencing, if that is not there, Paramashiva is not there, we are just a matter like the bottle or the box. The Paramashiva in us is making us experience this ultimate. So what is giving the joy is the nirvikalpa state, the real core in us, the nityatva that Swamiji describes, is what is giving us the fulfillment, the joy, the happenings in the world. But unfortunately, we keep on going on thinking that the tongue gives the taste or the eyes gives the pleasure. The real pleasure is from within, which Paramashiva is giving us, like how we are breathing. But when we decide to live that space again and again as Paramashiva is living, seeing, doing things, we will simply fall into the oneness of Paramashiva. The jnana that Swamiji has given will make us into the bhakti, the soaking in him, ultimately continuously chanting the Mahavakya, feeling the oneness and feeling the nirvikalpa samadhi in the infinite space and infinite possibility. If we are struggling in our dream, the only way to wake us up is let us decide, have the will persistence to live in the unclutched space. The unclutched space is the waking up and continuously living in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi that Swamiji is breathing through us, continuously, unbrokenly. Let's go to the Shastra Pramana today, what Swamiji has given.
Astrapana for the power of third eye awakening is taken from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 34, Dharana 11. Kapala antarmanonyasya tishthanmilita lochanaha kramena manaso dadhyat lakshaye lakshamuttamam. Kapalantarmanonyasya tishthanmilitalochanaha kramena manaso dadhyat lakshaye lakshamuttamam.
Such a beautiful sutra from Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 34, Dharana 11. By fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement and having the eyes closed in succession, by that stability of the mind and inner space, through the power of third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal, Lakshyam, by the vision beyond sight that reveals any object place attaining the space of oneness with Paramashiva. The beautiful sutra exactly describes how living in Nirvikalpa Samadhi gives you the ultimate. We are only in the limitation, like as though we are put in the box and we know only in the box. But the resources is much more, the universe's size. And if we just step out of the box, we understand that everything is available for us to manifest. Here we are just stuck in the box. Here he said beautifully that if you are in restful awareness inside your inner space, continuously we are talking to Swamiji, breathing with Swamiji, and continuously living in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, that is unclutched space, the restful awareness where no thoughts are there. Completely we are unclutched. Then that stability, that will persistence to be in that space continuously, unbrokenly. Initially, we have to take up and do it. And after a few days, Swamiji beautifully says that the Paramashiva space will possess us. And simply how the mind is possessing us, same way we'll be possessed by the Paramashiva space, the higher dimension, higher possibility, higher reality, waking us from this struggle and boredom and tiredness and health issue, wealth issue, relation issue, all that we can wake up if we have the stability of the mind and the inner space to hold the unclutched space, hold the space continuously, unbrokenly, that Swamiji is breathing through us. Continuously when we hold that, simply we get liberated, wake us up to the higher reality. That is the ultimate goal, that there is something beyond what we see, what we taste, what we feel, what we hear. Something is there more profound, more clear, and what is supplying to all this. How Swamiji beautifully says, the sun reflects in the pot. If the reflection is not happening, we are dead. There is nothing. So the sun which is reflecting inside us is to be realized and celebrated. If we understand the bigger reality, we came here to celebrate, not to achieve, not to conduct something or not to possess something. If we understand this, simply we will have every fulfillment and we will be able to celebrate the ultimate without the pain that we have to go through each day. The pain and the struggle will be completely disappeared if we start living in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi as our ultimate state, as our original state. Swamiji has beautifully guided us into the Nirvikalpa Samadhi meditation. So let's get into the instruction today. Today we are going to do the GPS. We are going to find the map, unknown places. Yesterday we were downloading unknown from Akashic record. Today we are going to direction. We are going to find the direction from one place to another, completely unknown, right to places or many places, and start drawing the maps. Whatever Swamiji shows, everything is originally there in our Nirvikalpa space. Everything is available, the resource is available when we start understanding that where we function from, the original place. Like we work like workers, Swamiji is taking us to become the owners. More and more we understand the reality, we are going to enjoy the whole space in understanding how to function this life without getting disturbed, without getting tired, bored, or again and again into all the traumas of life. So let's contemplate on this great truth that Swamiji has given, the ultimate truth that every day, every possible way that Swamiji is given, and stop with great intention, let's stop the reaction that is happening in us again and again on the assumptions of the outer world exist. Understanding outer world is delusion, and the highest reality is Swamiji in us as reality. Again and again living the presence of Swamiji is the ultimate gift that we have got. Let's not miss it. Let's contemplate and start living with intense stability. And now chant the Mahavakya. Like Swamiji says, we are like Himalayas, continuously the presence of Swamiji, and chanting the Mahavakya like Ganga, which is flowing in us as Ajaba Ajaba, will make us the ultimate reality, what we want in outer world, inner world, and completely in oneness with Swamiji in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So let's get into the meditation. Let's sit straight with your head, neck and back in a straight line. Deeply inhale with Swamiji and contemplate on the great truth that Swamiji has revealed today. And again, put yourself in deep listening of Ajaba Ajaba, offering that to your Jatagni in your stomach continuously as mantra. More and more instability in the mind of holding this space, the will persistent to hold this space continuously. And at end, after the Mahavakya, we will verify what direction with the Google Maps. So let's sit straight and start the meditation. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivam. Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda 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 Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivam. Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivam.
Very beautiful. Please go ahead and check the directions that you have drawn. Every time authentically start even these directions, just you unclutching from this world and just connecting to Swamiji, the ultimate resource. Just start manifesting through you. You don't know any direction, you don't know any person that you want to meet. Simply unclutch and Swamiji will show you the directions. Even he has shown phone numbers and we have called and verified that it is correct. Such a beautiful space. Swamiji always says, share with everybody. The more we enrich, the more we understand that the whole space, what we cherish, when we share, we understand the bigger reality, because it is us who is speaking to others, who is again a reflection of us. The more and more we enrich, we are pulling ourselves out of delusion. And more people you cause, each day you cause, you are liberating yourself from this world to the unclutched space. Because only from that space, people will really understand and exactly start copying how you exist into the same space. So enriching and causing is a very high spiritual practice. Again and again, enrich and cause others for satsang, for Ajaba chanting or Gurukul or Atma Linga process, all these great things that Swamiji is providing and becoming part of the SMKT, the beautiful volunteering structure that Swamiji has given us as an opportunity to start contributing our time, talent, treasure into the multidimensional logic, not by just doing some physical work, but also by unclutching, chanting, and for the whole healing that he says, when you heal others, you heal yourself. Such a beautiful space he has given us. The Ajaba that they are going to do, the Akhanda Mahavakya Chapa. Each time we chant the Mahavakya, simply we heal ourselves and everything around us. It opens the Shanta, the door to the higher consciousness, just like that. Whatever you do, start living the Ajaba continuously. And if you could enroll and start doing with the whole group, it raises the consciousness of the whole humanity. It's such a beautiful oneness space that we can experience just by chanting the Mahavakya that Swamiji has initiated all of us. The greatest possibility opens us. Swamiji beautifully says, just by chanting the Ramanama, Hanuman was able to do everything. And if he opens his heart, there's only Rama inside, nothing but Rama inside. Understand the Ajaba. It really makes us understand that Paramashivam, Swamiji, our Guru, is residing in our heart. More and more we start chanting, we realize that beautiful space in us. It's not going to just gift somebody, but it is the greatest gift for you to realize that inside your heart, Swamiji resides, and such a beautiful space you can celebrate that he is manifesting everything through you and experiencing through you. Such a ecstasy happens when you start enrolling and start living these great spaces that Swamiji gives. Each and everything is a gift from Sri Kailasa for us to understand, to celebrate the life in deep ecstasy, the ultimate gift that he gives. So don't miss even one opportunity, whatever he gives, to the ultimate reality that we are here for. You can enroll the kids, how Swamiji is grooming the kids and making them live in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi and live in the highest reality, highest thought currents and highest possibility as inner resources, rather than have to fight their life and struggle through their depression, addiction, confusion, all the stress that is happening in the world. The only gift that you can give for your kids is Nithyananda Gurukul. It's an online Gurukul. It is just a couple of hours a week, but so much of phenomenal difference shifts in your kid. If your kid is special kid, if you're pregnant, please enroll yourself. It is for everybody, right from the womb to the kids about 21 years can enroll into the Enlightened Kid group. And if you would like to go contribute some time with the kids, enjoying the space, and you will transform yourself by being with Swamiji's kids, you can enroll yourself as Acharya registration new. It's the most best gift you can give yourself or your kids, just a couple of hours every week. That's the ultimate space that Swamiji has given. Go ahead and enroll yourself in this ultimate gift process that Swamiji has given us. With that, make sure you share all this with different groups, and different openings starts happening in us. So with that, let's surrender all the Paramashiva Shakti that we expressed and the powerful cognition that Swamiji has given, and we grasped all that, surrendered to Swamiji's lotus feet. More and more we surrender, we empower ourselves. By surrendering, we become egoless. That Swamiji said. Beautifully, one kid in Balasan said, when we said useless kid, he said, yes, I useless ego, so you call me useless. It's perfect. Such a beautiful, creative way of understanding. Even the word somebody says useless. These Balasans are groomed for excellence and ultimate. So we can start living in that ultimate space. More and more we surrender our ego, our understanding, our knowledge, everything to Swamiji's lotus feet, and requesting Swamiji with a deep gratitude to bless us with the great understanding in our existential reality, the Nirvikalpa Samadhi in the existential reality. With that prayerful space, let's visualize Bhagwan in the third eye and end with the Purna mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Nithyanandam, make sure you don't miss any of the satsangs and the power manifestation, the Charya Pada, Yoga Pada, Kriya Pada, Jnana Pada. Let's make sure a beautiful life for us and others. Thank you, Nithyanandam.